You guys may not believe me, but I have yet to step foot in here. I promise you, you are gonna get a live reaction of what this looks like. And the only thing I know is 4 people slept in here last night, and I'm interested to see what the layout looks like. Ooh, AC is cranking. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cute as all heck. What is going on, everybody? I am here at Tiny Camp Sedona. However, this is their Cottonwood location. This is the entrance right here. We're actually about to go and tour one of their houses right now. Expedition truck, overlanding truck, van, tiny house, small condo living, small apartment living, small home living, whatever it is, we're gonna tour it. Sometimes I do a self-tour or a review here, and I also review products. But today we're actually gonna talk about one of the tiny houses here, and it's going to be a self-guided tour done by me. So let's spin this around and show you guys the grounds. So right there, this is the house that we are gonna be touring today. It's actually called Dream or Dream Big. These are the grounds here at Cottonwood. As you can see, we've got other tiny homes here. I've actually stayed in that one right there, which is really cool. That's called the Wander. We also have another one here and another one that was at the front where people park as well. So altogether we have 4 tiny homes, as well as there's a trailer in the back, which I don't know if they rent. On the grounds we have hammocks. These are all communal hammocks, or it's a communal grounds, I should say. There's also a hot tub right up there, right next to the Inspire tiny house. Seating areas. We also have, it looks like, grills. Now these are rentals for people to stay in. I wouldn't necessarily say we're gonna buy them, but they are rentals. That's why Tiny Camp Sedona does what they do. It's a really like tiny home community, or a tiny home. Actually, I don't wanna say it's a community. It's a tiny home rental, I guess is the best way to put it. Here in the back, again, more hammocks, more chairs. There's that lovely little, I don't know what style it is, but it's a, trailer. Maybe somebody is camping there. I don't really know. Another hot tub right there. Sauna, hot tub, and cold plunge. This whole just area is right next to the main road, and if you walk, it's like a 2-minute walk into a bunch of restaurants, coffee shops. There's even a convenience store. You could literally park your car here and you could spend the whole weekend here. I could definitely see myself spending time with friends or family if we were to rent out all 4, and then we could go and walk over to the main street, or just kind of make our own barbecue and living quarters here, and then we have our own separate places to go back and stay at the end of the night. But today, let's take a look at the Dream Big tiny home. Don't know the actual dimensions offhand, but it looks like it's about a 24-footer, maybe a little less, maybe 22 feet. Obviously you have an angled roof starting from this end on the way down. This is on a trailer right now. And we're gonna get inside here in a minute. I believe they actually have a cleaning crew in there right now, because the people that were staying in there last night, they just left, cleaning crew. I do like to talk about materials used on this channel sometimes. So looks like we have a wood finish on the exterior with a metal accents. Obviously that is an exterior wood finish or exterior wood product. Gardens here are beautiful, deck is beautiful, really well thought out. I can't wait to see what's inside. I've yet to be inside this one, so I don't really know yet. Definitely mini split is a kind of essential thing to have. Garbage and recycle on the other end over there. I didn't see that until just now. Mini split is definitely a thing to have, because we are in the Arizona desert, so it's gonna get hot here in the summertime. Luckily right now, I'm in the spring. In my personal house that I've been staying in, the AC has barely been running, but it is on. The Dream Big tiny house, it looks like it is an 8-foot wide. You might be able to see the difference between the Wander, which is over there, 10-foot wide versus an 8-foot wide. You can see a little bit of the difference, and you're gonna see a difference when we get inside too. Enough of the exterior, let's go step inside to show you guys my thoughts and just how beautiful this tiny home is. Let's turn some lighting on in here. We got living room lights, outside lights on, fan, kitchen lights. Okay, all lights are now on. Wow, this is, I am pleasantly surprised. And I kind of wish I was staying in here now. Very, very cool setup here with the couch. Again, this is an 8-foot wide, tiny house. So, 8-foot wide couch, electrical panel. We got the AC cranking, like I said, and that is right above me. You might even be able to hear the fan. You probably do. I believe this must be a pull-out because, like I said, outside there were 4 people sleeping in here because there's a loft upstairs. And we're going to get to it. Material-wise, this looks like a tongue and groove or a shiplap of some sort. Maybe it's a pine. I don't really know, but I don't know if it's stained or painted or what. But it is real wood. Same thing with it. Looks like it's that is a like a plank as well on the ceiling. Now there is an outlet up on the ceiling, and it looks like it's for another, maybe a ceiling fan of some sort. Interesting build and design. I like it. I believe this mini split is a heater, but I actually see a heater on the wall there. We're going to get to that. We got a table here for maybe if I wanted to sit. These are designed to be short-term stays. So if this was a full-time living situation, I might have a TV in here. I might move some furniture around. Maybe I turn the couch that I'm sitting on against this wall. Maybe have a television here for myself. Maybe create some sort of workspace. It looks like there is a workspace over here because it's a kitchen table as well. But again, I do this channel to inspire you or to give you ideas, or to maybe you want to do your own tiny house, community. Maybe you want to have one of these as an Airbnb. Maybe you want to come and stay here at Tiny Camp Sedona. As we enter the door, like I said, the couch is behind me. Obviously, you got the open shelves here. Obviously, like every one of their tiny houses that I've seen so far, the pipe decor, spot on. We love it. There's that heater I spoke of. Here is the linear kitchen table, I guess you could say. We're in a tiny house after all. You got to get creative. You got to understand that we are in small spaces. So the small linear size table. I love the decor in here. It's like a rustic. This is right up my alley. You got like the bar top stools down here, the pipe decor, the darker vibes in here. The barn door with the metal exposed. I gotta love it. This house must get a little hot because they've got one mini split. They've got an AC window here, or window AC here. And then it also has that heater. So I'm really interested to understand maybe why they've got so many air conditioning options. Linear kitchen. Now, an 8-foot tiny house, 8-foot wide tiny house, you kind of have to almost have that linear kitchen. It's really hard to have an L-shaped kitchen when you're only got 8 feet in width. The only way you could really do an L is if you had it like back. No, you really can't. The other way is to have a split galley, or galley here, galley on this side. Takes away your seating area. A lot to think about when you're building or designing in your own tiny house. Before we move up into the loft, which I love the staircase, by the way, let's go into the bathroom. So we got a big old bath. I don't think I've seen this in many tiny homes, but you got a full-on bathtub in a tiny house. Nice vacation rental. You could take a bath in here. We do have hot tubs on site as well, but big old shower, big old bathtub. Privacy window to let in some light still. We got the vanity. We got a toilet. Toilet is a flushable toilet with running water, obviously. Look at that barn door. Just love that. I love that design. I didn't see the refrigerator first, but the refrigerator right underneath the stairs. Having stairs, permanent in stairs, I love that idea. Number one, for the people that do have dogs, like myself, the dog can get up the stairs very easily. Having a ladder is a little bit harder to get into, sleeping with you. You'd have to carry them up there or something like that. So having stairs is a really good idea because, let me put this down here real quick. It also doubles the amount of storage you have. So you have like storage, there it is. Okay, it's not storage, it's actually a hot water tank. So that is your hot water tank, which is, again, you gotta put it somewhere. So they made really good usage of this space. Don't see this often. You got a washer dryer in unit. Would have come in really helpful for me because guess what? I'm on the road right now and I have nowhere to do my laundry. I have to stop at a laundromat. So Tiny Camp Sedona, if you're watching this, I would have rather stayed in this one. I'm just kidding. It's one of those combo units, so you probably are gonna have to do the dry cycle twice. I've had that same exact thing. Trust me, I know. Let's walk up these stairs. Like I said, it's not really that hard. You got even blanket storage down here, which is really nice to have. That's pretty cool. Walking up the stairs here. Now we saw on the outside that the roof slopes from top down this way. right? And you can see it in here now. It makes perfect sense to have a loft up here because this is the high side of the roof. There is plenty of room up here to sleep. Obviously, it's a good idea to have your head on the higher side. The pipe decor, gotta love it. I would totally feel okay with Glacier sleeping up here with me. She can get up and down stairs, and she's pretty smart about not falling over. Outlets everywhere. Outlet over there, outlet against that back wall, outlet here. And there's also a switch right here. I'm assuming these are upper bed lights. Ready? Look at that. The only thing I would like to see is having that switch maybe closer to the bed. However, they probably did that because of going up and down the stairs. You can turn it on or off when you're going up. So that also makes sense. Get a gorgeous view of the tiny house being up here. Just taking it all in. Simple yet elegant design. I love the one slope from the entire length of the house. I almost did that design on my tiny house. I ended up going from side to side slope, but I've always wondered what it would be like to have a slope going the entire length of the tiny. To stay up to code, you more than likely have to do a 2 to 12 pitch. So this looks like a 2 to 12 pitch. Again, looks like about the size of my tiny, which was about 24 feet. So this was pretty much the size of my tiny. It's actually maybe a little bit bigger. It's close, 24, 26 feet, somewhere in that range. You're definitely going to want to check out all the links in the description below to see more about this house, as well as the other houses at Tiny Camp Sedona. This is the Cottonwood location. They also have another location, and they have a third location coming up. I don't know when it's going to be launching, but it will be out here shortly. I do not get any kickbacks. I don't have any discounts at this time. However, that might change, so you want to check that description because I will say there are discounts if they do give one to me to give to my guests. Look at that. That's a great shot of this tiny. Out of the two that I've seen at Cottonwood, it's a toss-up between the 10-footer, which is Wander, and this one, which is Dream Big. It's a tough call.